Hello everyone and welcome to the program Business Point on Global Television. Many thanks for joining us on today's edition. My name is Samuel Odi, and on today's edition of the program, there's been series of challenges going on within the power sector in terms of distribution and marketing. So a lot of concerns have been raised, and looking at what's just happening majorly in the northern part of Nigeria, where almost 17 states have been out of power for the past few weeks, and that has been demanding and has been a serious challenge on Nigerians in the northeast region of Nigeria, as well as it has so many negative impacts in terms of businesses. So we're going to be having conversations around power distribution, and the angle where we'll be focusing more on would be in the angle of marketing. So a whole lot of persons have complained that they don't get power consumptions for their businesses and for personal use. So we are going to be extracting all of those angles of the conversation today, and I have someone who is an expert in terms of electricity marketing who is going to help us extract all of these conversations. But before we get right into it, I will be introducing my guest after this break. Please do stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us, and if you're just joining, this is Business Point on Global Television. And yes, I have a guest live here with me, Haja Maimuna Abdullahi, who is an expert in electricity marketing. Good morning, Haja. Thank you for joining on today's edition.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Haja,
it's a pleasure.
Yes, let's get into it. Marketing. You know, we've witnessed a little bit of power generation, and now in the north there is no much power. So how well can people get themselves involved in getting power in terms of marketing?
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Yes.
You see, marketing in the electricity industry is actually different when you compare with other service providers. Like for example, like in the banks, when you talk of marketing, the marketers go out there, look for customers that will come and deposit the phone.
Yes.
Just like in your establishment here as well, you go out to look for clients that will come and probably place adverts that will get funds for doing that. But in marketing, actually, instead of the marketer going out to look for this customer, rather it's even the customers coming to us,
the marketers,
to connect their finished houses, their finished office, their finished industry, factory, name it.
Yes.
So rather, the customer do come to us for power supply connection at the end of their project. So you can see that instead of going to look for the customers, they are then coming to look for our services to connect them after their building might have been completed.
Yes.
But actually, where marketing job start in electricity industry is after the connection.
Yes.
It's the marketer that will make sure that customer is properly metered. Because that's how we can get the fund from that customer for the electricity consume. So that is one aspect of marketing in electricity industry. To be sure that this customer that come for supply connection, after it's properly connected, is metered. Because it's through the meter that we can record what he's consuming, so that he can pay us. So this is where marketing comes in electricity industry.
That's more like following up with the clients that first came to you.
Exactly. That is during the analog meters. We meter the customer properly. At the end of the month, our marketers will go to read the meter of what you consume, what you consume, what the office consume, what the house consume. The bill is calculated. It's the marketer that will distribute this bill as well. And you know us as usual, you can collect the bill, maybe just brush it somewhere. Then we notice that no payment, is the marketer who also follow up for this payment. And If actually for me it's not there, it's market that will do disconnection.
Okay.
So this is the role of marketing.
The trajectory of how you work in marketing.
In the LC industry.
You know, these electricity...
But, sorry.
Okay, ma, go ahead.
But now that we are in digital.
Yes.
So it's no more meter reading, it's no more bill distribution, it's no more disconnection. All that has been cut off from the marketer now. Because the types of meter we have now is such that you have to buy before you even get the supply. So we don't have to go and read any meter, we don't have to go and distribute any bill, we don't have to do any disconnection. If you like, if you bend the electricity, you get supply. If it's finished, you didn't bend again, you are in blackout.
Yes.
But then, we still have another major role, even with the digital meters.
Yes.
What is this role? From our office, we can check from our system. This customer, it's about 3 months. There's no purchase electricity. What happened? We'll go out for monitoring. Okay. Maybe he has bypassed the meter. Okay. It's consuming electricity free direct. The meter is not connected. Yes. You'll be penalized. This is another aspect of marketing job with the digital meter. Yes. Most of the job have been cut off, but then we introduce another one to safeguard the system. The system.
Okay, that's very great because technology now has eased up the back and forth a lot for marketers. But in a highly competitive firm now or industry as that of the electricity, how can marketers now, go ahead and, get, or what strategies do they put in place for people to come? Like you rightly mentioned that, clients come to marketers or comes to disco companies. So how strategic now can have disco companies be to be able to attract people to come to them?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
As I said, in each of the disco, we have various units, various departments. Even in the marketing department, we have various units. We have the customer care. We have the billing center, we have the metering section. So all this, they are all there out to see that the customers are properly metered and are properly monitored to see that they are bending electricity with their meters. Whereby, if we notice anyone that is not bending, we all go out for monitoring to see what is happening, whether he has bypassed the meter. So we have a lot of public relation program that our customers are aware of all this. Okay. So by doing this, we are making them to be on their toes, to know that we know what is happening in the fields.
Okay, looking at those angles now, but before we go into the other phase of the conversation, we'll be going on another quick break, and then when we return back, Business Point continues. Yes, many thanks for staying with us. I know all of you may be wondering, about the band A, band B, and also we're about to get into that aspect of the conversation. So, Hajia, looking at it now, there are different bands. But before we talk about the bands, what process do a client needs to go through to be able to get meters?
Thank you very much. It's very simple. Unlike before, to get meter, you go to NEPA office. You complete this for months, nobody, Yes. But now also with the digital system, you just go online. Go to AEDC.
Then you can just do it from the comfort of your home.
The website of AEDC, you go there, indicate your application, you want to apply for meter, the application is there, you complete it, your address, the type of meter you want. You know, we have different categories of meters. Your address, and within a twinkle of an eye, an account will be sent to you depending on the meter you have chosen. An account will be sent to you and the amount to pay. The moment you pay, it to be there in their system, in the office, to be there. And the next thing you'll be called, whether you're at home, the meter installers, they are there to install your meters. Okay. So very easy now. Okay,
you actually said different kinds of meters.
Yes.
So what are the categories? Is it the band A, band B meter, or
no. Band A is a method of payment of your energy consumption. Okay. That is the band. But in case of meter, you know, we have different structures. Even in our houses, some houses just one bedroom. Maybe room, parlor, toilet, kitchen. Some houses is a mansion. Some they are duplex, just like office. Some is just shopping complex, shop by shop. Some is departmental store. So it depends on the size of your building. Depends on the size of your lot. That will determine the type of meter you get. If you have a small apartment, you are good with single phase. If your apartment is 3-bedroom, AC, water heater, you know, deep freezer, 3-phase will be suggested for you.
Okay, that means the meters now are being sold interface. That means
yes,
when
according to the load.
Okay, according to the load. When you're filling out the form, then you would specify what kind of building
exactly,
you have.
Exactly. Like some industry, they go for a larger, what we call maximum demand meter. You know, very big meter. Like offices like this can also work for maximum demand meter is big. But there are some houses, some offices, some shops, 3-phase. Then some single phase. So it depends how you complete the form, the load you stated, we now advise you the category of meter you have to go to. And then the payment, the amount.
Okay, that's great. I think that's on the lighter note for those people that don't really understand all of this. So let's look at this conversation now around the bands now, band A, band B. And you made mention of the fact that the band A now has been stated that they are the ones that get up to 20 hours plus power supply. And automatically, if you're getting 20 hours plus power supply, you should be paying more for power. But now, what role does the marketers take now to have people, you know, get into those bands? And sometimes, you know, though it's not part of your line, but most of the times people have argued that those in band A don't really get up to 20 hours power supply.
Thank you very much. Yeah, first of all, this is the issue of categorizing into band A, band B, up to the last band. Actually, it's designed to see that everybody enjoy electricity in Nigeria. You know, unlike before, you see some places 24 hours. They have like some places 4-5 days no light. But now the power supply is being shared in such a way that everybody at least will enjoy a reasonable hours of power supply. Isn't no better? But the only thing you have to pay for it. So that's why we now categorize those that are having up to 20 hours. Their tariff will be different because you are enjoying electricity supply for many hours. Then those that are enjoying, let's say 15 hours, 12 hours, the tariff is a little bit down than the band A, that is band B. Then it goes down like that. Those that are having maybe 7 hours, 5 hours. But the most important thing, at least everybody is now having this power supply. If it is 2 hours, if it is 5 hours, if it is 7, if it is 20 hours. Unlike when for 5, even 1 week, some areas, you'll be hearing, we are discussing with people in the public, our area, for the past 1 week, we don't have supply. But now it's no more like that. Everybody is getting it. It's just that not at the same pace with others. And of course, if you are getting supply with many hours, you have to pay for it. And if it's a small hours you are getting, you also pay according to how you are enjoying it. So that is the whole...
that means it boils down to, if you want more power, you pay more. If you can't pay more, you just cut your clothes according to your material. But before we wrap up, as we are planning to wrap up, you know, what role does marketers play when it has to do with, you know, transformer vandalization? How swift do the marketers get those in charge of fixing it, you know, get the problem fixed?
Yeah, thank you very much. When you talk of transformer, there you are talking about the engineering aspect of electricity.
You know,
But as rightly said, a marketer should show concern for transformer that is not working in any area. Because if the transformer is not working, it means no supply. And it means The customer cannot bear no money. So we work hand in hand with engineers. The moment there's a report of transformer issue, we work hand in hand to see that it speaks and resolved.
Okay, ma'am. Give us your final take on the issues on what marketers should do better and what clients approaches they should take, because most of the times people go through bypass and all of that, and in the law, if you get caught, you will be persecuted, and then penalized. If you're found guilty, you'll be penalized. Sometimes, so even jail terms, you know, it's stated there in our constitution. So we are living in a very law-abiding country. So what advice do you have for, you know, people, the general public, in terms of having their houses metered?
Thank you very much. This is our country, this is our Nigeria. So I assume we should all be up and doing, we should be reasonable. We shouldn't be doing bypass. We should know that it's not a good attitude. It's not the best for our country. Yes. Because by doing that, the office will not have the record of power consumption of all its citizens, because some are consuming without any record. So I think we should be up and doing, we'll be more reasonable, we'll be more matured to desist, especially as you rightly say, it's in the constitution. Bypass, there's a punishment by penalty. As you rightly say, is because even this country we are not even applying what we are supposed to apply, even including the jail time. As you rightly say, it is true, we are correct. So I think we should be up and doing, we should be doing the correct thing. You burn your electricity, then you discipline yourself in your house. Whereby you don't need the light, don't on it. You ask your children, you ask your wives, teach them how to be prudent in using the electricity. By doing that, you are helping yourself, you are helping the country. Then we marketers, that is why we are all there. We are all out there. The moment we see this bypass, we don't leave it like that. The penalty must apply. Okay.
All right, Haja Maimuna Abdullahi, electricity marketing expert. Thank you so much for joining us on Business Points today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, and then that's how much time will permit us to take on today's edition of Business Points. My name is Samuel Odi. We'll see you all tomorrow as we x-ray other angles of business. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and bye for now.